But you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Flarp here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be hitting you guys with the best $500 gaming PC in September 2015 for your money. So to get things started here, I picked out the AMD FX 6300 3.5 GHz 6-core processor for the CPU of the build, coming in at around $100. This is a really solid CPU with a good price to performance ratio, and it does not have 8 cores, unfortunately. 8 core, an 8350 or an 8320 would be a bit too expensive for this build, but 6 cores is going to do the job just fine. And you're probably thinking, well, AMD cores are a lot weaker than Intel cores. That is true, but an Intel CPU would not be as good for this build, I don't think, because you want to have 6 cores. That way you can have 4 dedicated to gaming while you're playing a game, and if you did choose to record or stream, the extra 2 cores in the CPU would actually really help you out in doing that, because having, the game is only going to be using up 4 cores, so you're going to have about 2 cores extra left over that aren't going to be doing anything, and the extra 2 cores can be put towards some better performance when you're recording or streaming or doing whatever. Also, for rendering, it'll make your rendering speeds a bit faster, as well as photo editing and doing 3D animation and whatnot. Besides, the CPU isn't really all that important for gaming, and the CPU will do the job just fine, and like I said, it'll get the job done well. So for the motherboard, what everything is going to be connected with, the ASRock 970M Pro 3 Micro ATX AM3 Plus motherboard is what I went with. It's a pretty solid motherboard, coming in at around $65 with a $15 mail-in rebate. It has an AMD 970 chipset, 4 240-pin DIMM slots with a max memory of 64 GB. It does have RAID support. It does not have onboard video, but it does support Crossfire, and it has 6 SATA 6 GB per second ports, onboard Ethernet, and onboard USB 3 headers, which is really solid. It's a good build, has great reviews. It's a really solid motherboard. It's micro ATX, but it allows for a lower price for good performance, and like I said, for a budget build, you're not really going to need a really huge motherboard, so this will be just fine. For the memory, I went with 2 sticks of 4 GB of G.Skill Ripjaws X Series DDR3 1600 memory for around $50. In the past, you can only fit 4 gigs into a budget build, but now with RAM RAM prices going down, you can actually fit 8 gigs into a budget build, which is awesome. So yeah, nothing special there. Next up, for the storage, I actually went with a 1TB Western Digital Caviar Blue 7200 RPM internal hard drive. No solid state drive. I could not fit it into this build. I decided to put that extra money towards a video card, because the video card is much more important than an SSD, and with SSD prices dropping all day, every day, you could probably pick one up later on down the line, or if you want to save up an extra $50, you could easily buy one for this build, and that will give you some faster boot times, faster loading times, etc. It'll make the computer a bit smoother, but this is a really fast hard drive on its own, and for $50, 1,000 GB of storage is going to be awesome. Now for the beast of the build, the most important part of the build, the thing you've been waiting for, the video card. I went with the Gigabyte Radeon R9 280 3 GB WindForce video card. This is a really solid video card. It's coming in at about $178 with a $20 mail-in rebate. It's a really solid card. Like I said, it has 3 fans actually, so it has tri-cooling, and it's clocked in at around 950 megahertz, but you could easily overclock that. And it has 1 HDMI port and 2 mini display ports. It's a really solid card. It's a beast card. I love it. I've used it before, and it worked really well. It gave me really solid performance in games like CSGO, Minecraft. Most of the games that I played, I definitely got really playable frame rates. Rust, all those games gave me definitely playable frame rates, and it'll be an awesome card for this build. For only $500, this is a solid PC. You're gonna be able to play just about everything. You won't be able to max out everything, that's for sure, but you can definitely play most games 1080p. Some of them, if you turn on the settings, you'll still be able to play them. So yeah, but anyway, going on with the case, what everything is going to be housed in, the Cooler Master N200 Micro ATX mid-tower case is what I went with for about $35. The power supply powering the whole thing, I went with the EVGA 500 watt certified ATX power supply. 500 watt power supply, really cheap, about $30. It's going to power your build just fine. It has over 100 positive reviews. Really good card. Really good PSU. And then lastly, the DVD writer. I went with like a standard Samsung SH224DB BEBE DVD and CD writer, coming in at around $20. So that's going to wrap up the build. Total for this build is going to be $508.49. So for $508, you're getting a beast PC. It's going to be able to do a lot. It's going to handle a lot. It can record, render, play video games, do all that good stuff for $500. Solid build. And this is actually going to perform much better than a $400 build. A lot of people I see saving up money and spending as soon as they can on a $400 PC or something like that. But if you were to save an extra $100 and make the jump to a $500 gaming PC as opposed to a $400, you'll get way more performance. And the same goes for a $600 PC. A $600 PC can do even more than a $500, and every $100 increment that you save up even more, you'll get way more performance out of it. So I would recommend just saving up the extra money and going for the better PC rather than spending your money on some shit budget PC. But if that's what you want to do, it's what you want to do, and this will do the job just fine for that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, smash the like, subscribe, and all that good shit. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.